In the next few videos, we're going to continue representing fractions, but now we're going to look at composite fractions on the number line. Notice it says cut and copy composite fractions. So what we're going to do is start to think of these new fractions where we don't have unit fractions, the numerator isn't 1, but we're going to think of it as a number of copies of the unit fraction. So here's what I mean. For the first one, we have 2/3, which is 2 copies of 1/3. Okay, so remember copies of that multiplicative language that we learned before. We're going to take 2 1/3s to get 2/3. And this is going to be really handy, especially later, because if we have something like 7 out of 3, you may say, well, how can I have 7 out of 3? I only have 3 of something. How can I have 7 out of 3? And we'll start to think of that as 7 copies of something that is 1/3. So let's take a look. So the first one is 2/3. It's positive. Between 0 and 1, I need 3 pieces. 3 pieces, so that means I need to make 2 cuts. Okay. I'm going to approximate these the best I can. That looks pretty good. So labeling these, this is 0/3. This would be 1/3, 2/3, and 1 is another way of writing 3/3. So 2/3, again, would be 2 copies of 1/3. Now I'm going to plot it, but I just want to show you real quick what I mean by the 2 copies. Well, this distance is 1/3. So if I take 2 of these and lay them end to end, there's 1, there's 2. So 2 copies of 1/3 is 2/3. And this may seem kind of trivial now, but it will help our understanding later. Let's look at the next one, -4/5. So we need 5 pieces because the denominator is 5. So that means we're going to use 4 cuts. And we need to do this between 0 and -1. And I'm going to guesstimate it to be about that, 2, 3, 4 cuts. Okay, now notice I didn't do the best job here, and I'm glad that you saw this. I'm going to redo this. Notice some of these pieces are smaller. So when I redo this, before I erase these, I'm going to put in my new ones. So I have a guideline. Now let me erase the blue. Okay, so even I always don't do a great job on the first shot. Unless you're going to measure these, it's kind of hard to get them good. But I think these are pretty close, better than before in value. So now let's label. So now we're going in the negative direction. So this is 0/5. Notice there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces. So this is -1/5, or excuse me, -1/5, -2/5. So it's 2 in the negative direction, 3 in the negative direction, 4 in the negative direction, and 5 in the negative direction. And I'm saying it's 4 and 5 in the negative direction where I'm moving by a unit of 1/5. So this is -1/5, -2/5, etc. So -4/5 we can see is right here. And to make a diagram like we did before, that would be -1/5. So -4/5 would be 4 copies of this length. So 1, 2, 3, 4. -4/5 in the negative direction.